Hi, today I'm doing Fotografia by Antonio Carlos Jobim, a nice little bossa nova, but it's quite interesting because there are some nice chord variations, so it's not a bad piece to learn if you're starting out in bossa nova. Some really nice chords there, and you can start getting acquainted with Antonio Carlos Jobim's harmonies and the way he uses chords. So it is in the key of C, and it starts with a very beautiful C shape. So it's a good beginning of the song. Well, one of the nicest C shapes with the ninth and the major seventh to start with. So there you are, Fotografia, Antonio Carlos Jobim, photograph, with English lyrics, okay? And we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see, just you and me. You and we two, alone here in this bar with dimming lights. A full and rising moon comes from the sea, and soon the bar will close for you and me. But there will always be a song to tell, a story you and I cannot dismiss. The same old simple story of desire, and suddenly that kiss, that gentle kiss. You and we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see, just you and me, just you and me. Okay, breakdown of Fotografia by Antonio Carlos Jobim. So we start on a C chord with a major seventh and the ninth. So the ninth is down here, the major seventh is here. This is one of the most beautiful chords for me, actually. I really love that sound. And then you've got the second chord is an F7th with a sixth. Now you will see, if you look at the music, actually, you will see that sometimes an F9th played, F7 with a ninth, but to be honest, without that F on the bass, this doesn't sound great. So I think this combination sounds much nicer. And it's very close to that F9th. Okay, so you can play it like this as well, actually, but I find it quite awkward to play so high. I can play these down here, you know, a little bit more easily, but this with the bar it's quite easier. So you and we two, alone in this by the sea. Okay, this is a very nice combination. So you got da 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 da. This is a C minor. So we go from a C major type chord to a C minor type chord, which is a C minor ninth, and then back to this F7/6. You and we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sky. Okay, so this is an E minor, sort of E minor 7th with the 5th flattened out, which is always also a half diminished, which could be played here, by the way. This is another shape, might be easier, but this is a nice shape to learn, really. Huh? So this is a bit like this shape, but you've got a flattened 5th here. Okay, so we've got, and then this goes to an A7th sharp 5, okay, which can also be played here, by the way. This is another way to play it, another place you can play it. So you could simplify this song, huh? So I'll start again. You and I, we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go. This is a D minor 9th, huh? It's time for you to go. The day is done. You've got a nice combination of chords here. So going from the D minor 9th to this half diminished chord, similar to the one I showed here, but this is a B this time, not an E. And it goes to an E7th with a sharp 5. Okay, so this is similar to the A that we saw here, but it's an E here. Okay. So what chords come after that sequence where we go A minor 7th, A minor, so this is like a D 9th or an A minor 6th, back D minor 9th, this is an F minor 6 shape, okay, and that's the last chord. We go back. So I'll try and play the whole thing. The song is made up of 2 verses, actually, identical verses. So I'll just play one very, very slowly, actually. Huh? You and I, we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a window light we see. Just you and me. I'm going to play it again, but with the simplified chords, okay? So, you and I, we two, alone here in this terrace by the sea. The sun is going down, and in your eyes I see the changing colors of the sea. It's time for you to go, the day is done, and shadows stretch their arms to bring the night. The sun falls in the sea, and down below a a window light we see.